Hi. It's the Tiny Gamer, and let's play some more Final Fantasy XIV with Tiny Bishie. Oh my god. I'm still recovering from being sick, and the weather has been cold, wet, and rainy, so please excuse my voice the way it is. Also, Streamlabs OBS decided to give me a heart attack. Ever since my previous computer started doing the mess up with the audio, I've gotten to the habit of recording a clip and then recording a short clip of me talking, you know, moving the character around, whatever. And then I go back and I look at that clip and make sure that everything sounds right, everything looks right, before I continue. Rinse, repeat until it does. It was recording just fine, but then when it saved that recording, it would save it in vertical mode, not horizontal mode. And I could not get it to fix itself. I was so close to crashing out. And then I got a notification from NVIDIA saying, you can get an update. Do you want to do that? I said, okay. I updated my NVIDIA software. It forcefully restarted my computer. I wasn't happy about that either. And then when it came back, now everything works fine. But, oh my god. Oh, and Streamlabs OBS had logged me out too. So I had to log back in. So I just want to record, so it's Little Ladies' Day. Let's get to the event. I'm also trying to make sure I am recording. We just got back our car from the shop. $840 later. So yeah. Trying to calm down from a little bit of stress and financial ouch is a understatement. I did not need that from Streamlabs, and I'm just glad everything works again. If for some reason it does not, I am so sorry. I will figure out a way to fix it. A princely persona. The Royal Seneschal is planning something new for Little Ladies' Day. This quest is available for a limited time only. Ah, Tiny, how wonderful to have such a reliable helper on hand. As you've no doubt noticed, the Little Ladies' Day festivities are upon us once more. By the way, I must ask, you know the songbirds, do you not? How silly of me. Of course you do. That trio of princess-styled entertainers were relatively unknowns when they first took to the stage. That kitty is very pink. Very, very pink and very, very touristy looking. Lord Luster. Okay. But since then, they've become a Little Ladies' Day staple. Now we hope to introduce another such sensation, but this time the singer will be butler-themed. I've titled this new act The Seneschal Prince, a royal among servants, and loyal servant to his princess. The prince in question is scheduled to debut in the upcoming festival performance, but 'twould seem our chosen star is yet to return from picking up his costume. Though there is ample time ere the show begins, his prolonged absence is a source of concern, to say the least. If only I were not so preoccupied with preparations. Would you mind looking in on him for me? Picot is his name, and he was meant to be speaking with a designer of XIV's aesthetics. Sure, let's go. Okay. Squad, are you gonna invite me? I apologize for my voice just sounding ooh. I've had a lot going on recently. My aunt passed away. Her service and her funeral were very recent still. Still upset for that. And then I got sick around that same time that her services were planned. So, because of course it's winter, so, or it's spring-ish now, but I ended up catching what was going around the my workplace. Let me take a drink of coffee, and then we'll talk to Picot. And hope my voice lasts. Because I have to record for Tiny, Silent, and Danny. It has to shine with a sharp frozen brilliance, like a blizzard, slicing through the darkest night. And it should dazzle like a searing flame, threatening to burn your fingers at the merest touch. Doesn't that sound amazing? Wait, you want what? Wait, which do you want? A freezing blizzard or a burning flame? Oh, maybe you can help. How can we create a silvery costume that melts into chaotic darkness? Should I give up on the shiny element? I'm like... Honey, how lovely to see you, darling. Why, we haven't spoken since you helped me snatch victory in the walk-off. What brings you to Ishtamis? You're at the Royal Seneschal's bidding, you say? Well, I could certainly use some guidance with this costuming conundrum. The costume itself is largely complete. I simply wanted to add the finishing flair in accordance to the prince's wishes, but I'm struggling to envision the image he's trying to convey. Well, there are just so many dimensions to look dashing. How can one narrow the options down to a single idea? Forgive me, darlings, but I have other projects to attend to. Would you mind coming back once you've helped the lad decide on a more definitive direction? Sure. And I think I'm gonna hide my bandana so you can see my hair. This is not going well. I couldn't ask for a better opportunity, and here I am ruining my own debut. I thought I had my head hidden. Ah, it was Tiny, yes? I'm sorry to drag you into this dilemma of mine. For all those who auditioned, they chose me to be the Seneschal Prince. My job now is to become a star performer, and creating a dashing and princely persona seemed the best way to achieve that. So I did my research into the subject, delving into books about the most gallant individuals, how they act, how they dress, that sort of thing. But when I tried to explain, it all came out a jumbled mess. What makes the Seneschal Prince a prince among seneschals? Come to think of it, what exactly is a seneschal anyway? I'm going to say an unobtrusive servant who anticipates his master's needs. I see. Then my fixation on being dashing was entirely the wrong approach. But at least now one thing is clear. I must learn the ways of a seneschal if I'm to be the best seneschal prince I can be. You seem a knowledgeable sort. Left to my own devices, I fear wasting time on the wrong thing again. Will you help me with my research? Huzzah! Then first things first, I say we speak with a wide variety of townsfolk and learn what the general public expects of a seneschal. Let's split up that we might gather as many opinions as possible. I'll leave the steps of Thal to you, and we can meet at the Gold Court afterwards. Okay, let's go. Let's see. There we go. Let me see that little ponytail. Okay. This way. And then we'll go to Leader's Guild. Oh, jeez. I hear my neighbors playing their game. Well, my neighbor's kids playing that game. And, oh, they're majorly crashing out. It's so funny. Probably playing Call of Duty or something. Seneschal? Well, yes, of course. I have one in my employ. The accomplished ones foresee what must be done and act without need for instruction. The ones who stand around awaiting orders have no business taking the position. Okay? Yeah, the reason why I was like crashing out almost when my Streamlabs OBS started doing the whole recording in vertical only, even though to me it didn't look like it was vertical. Because all the settings looked like it was just fine. And then when I looked at the recording, it was all squished. I had finally gotten it where I think everything records correctly now. For games like this, Final Fantasy XIV, World of Warcraft, you can hear the music, it doesn't glitch out, nothing like that. And it took me so long to figure out how to do it, while also including my VTuber model with the green screen edition and all that, and just the thought of having to do that all over again and figure it out all over again, I was not happy at all. That word ever puts me in a mind of the first royal seneschal himself, Sultan Baldric. It said that every year one girl was chosen from the townspeople by lot, and he would attend to that lucky lass as her personal servant for the entire day. The festival is no longer about choosing a single princess, of course, but oh, how I still daydream about having an attentive seneschal at my beck and call. As a child, whenever Little Lay's Day came around, I would always hold out hope that this would be the year I was chosen. Okay. I was busy today. I know Final Fantasy XIV recently had an update about what some of the stuff you can anticipate, because Mogul Treasure Trove is also going on right now. And there was a little update of some of the stuff that you can look forward to in the new patch. So, and plus, probably it's like 5:31 p.m. That's probably why there's a lot of people on right now. I was actually in line waiting to log in. My impression of a seneschal? Well, they strike me as a people who excel at preparations, performing tasks to a demanding lord or lady's satisfaction hinges upon their ability to think ahead, to plan events to perfection. My work as a server at the Quicksand is similar in some respects. We have a special Little Ladies Day menu on offer this year, and I have everything memorized. The ingredients, the presentation, the flavors, down to the smallest detail. Everything from the main course to the beverages and desserts will be perfect. Above and beyond one's prescribed duties, a server's mission is to ensure as many happy customers as possible. Okay. Alright, and then he is here. Okay. Oh, guess what, Tiny? I was asking about seneschals in Pearl Lane, and a merchant offered to give me an amazing bargain. Oh no. He showed me a rare urn of incalculable worth, but even the heavily discounted price was far more coin than I could afford. Come to think of it, what do urns have to do with seneschals anyway? Nothing, I wager. Oh, was I on the wrong track again? I could have sworn. Oh, dude. I wanted your coin. I see. So a seneschal is someone who serves others, someone who anticipates what needs to be done, and prepares for those tasks in advance. In my case, then, I should be a seneschal who serves his fans? Yes. When I put it like that, it just feels right. I should be thinking of ways I can make the crowds happy. And that's exactly what I'll do. Now, if you could stick around a while longer, I'd appreciate some help in becoming the best seneschal I can be. Sure. A princely debut. Picot ponders over an appropriate direction for his stage persona. His quest is available for a limited time only. I am to don... I was listening to see if my roommate came back or not. He's door dashing currently. I am to don the mantle of the seneschal prince. Yet while I grasp a clear picture of the theme, I must needs think of how best to embody the manner. A seneschal exists to serve, to ensure happiness and satisfaction, which incidentally is how this all began for me. I once knew a girl years ago. She was my childhood friend. My cherished princess. I knew that was going to happen. But alas, she was born with a terrible ailment. She could not rise from bed, let alone leave the house. And thus I took it upon myself to bring the outside world to her. I acted out all sorts of tales. A hero saga, a jester at court. If she wished to hear of it, if it would but make her smile, I would assume any role under the sky. One fateful day, I happened to see a songstress in town. She dazzled the audience and the elated looks upon their faces. I had to rush back to my princess's bedside to share the experience. I sang and danced my heart out for my audience of one, a performance for her and her alone. Oh, how her eyes lit up. Her happiness was everything I ever wanted, and it spurred me to practice day and night. And as I did, I began to feel I truly was a famous performer. Then all too soon did Saul call her to his somber halls. Ever since, I've dreamed of making a big name for myself as a singer. If I could perform upon some grand stage, then perhaps my voice would rise up and reach her ears once more. That's why I auditioned for the role of the Seneschal Prince, and why I leapt for joy when I heard that I had been chosen. Yet even though I began all this for her, it has become every bit my own dream as well. I yearn to sing as that songstress did, and stir the hearts of the crowd. Thank you for listening, Tiny. Talking to someone helps to put my thoughts in order. Right, back to the task at hand. Once I've settled on how to best serve my audience, then I should have all the specifics Maribel needs to finish the costume. Let's head over to the Little Lazy stage, shall we? With the better part of the preparations finished, it's likely begun to draw a crowd. The sight might inspire some ideas for my Seneschal debut. Okay, let's see what free company I was sent an invite for. Not you. Probably that wish person. It's Nacho again! I'm sorry, I already have a character I believe in Nacho. So this is kind of funny. Close. Yes. Oh my god. I want to see something very quick. Hold on a second. Okay, it's not the same. Okay. I feel like there's multiple quote-unquote Nacho free companies because I couldn't find my character's name, so we'll see. Alright. Wow, sir. Alright, let's get back to the events. I feel like it took a long time for Tiny Bishie to be part of a woo. Pause. I feel like it took a long time for Tiny Bishie to be part of a free company. God, that stutter. Let me take a drink of coffee before we talk to Picard again. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending Duty Finder registrations. Yes. Let's examine the stage. Let's check out what's going on. The stagehand seems swamped with last-moment adjustments, and you can see the fans have already begun to gather. If I'm to decide how to act as the Seneschal Prince, then it's now or never. Let's see what clues the scene has to offer us. Okay. Yes, of course. If we're speaking of seneschals, we should look no further than the royal seneschal himself. Such a courteous demeanor and so precise in his movements. Now that I think of it, no matter the work we do together, he is never less than thorough with his preparations. Ooh, excuse me, hiccups. And I imagined he would be more than willing to help us implement any new plans we might propose. See there? A particular eager songbird fan. Come early to ensure a front row experience, no doubt. Rather too early, in fact. My act is first on the program, so he'll be in for quite a long wait before his idols take the stage. Can we make him more comfortable? Yes, of course. He must be exhausted from standing there all this time. The least I can do is make him more comfortable for the duration of my performance. And then... As an employee of the Quicksand, did they not mention offering some exclusive menu over the course of the Lays Day? Beverage and dessert included. Knowing such a thing is only available during the festival makes it all the more tempting, doesn't it? I wonder if they'd be willing to bring out a light meal for the audience. Not only would it benefit the fans, but it would also be an excellent promotion for the Quicksand itself. I've been thinking, Tiny. There is no rule which demands people must stand to cheer and enjoy performance, is there? Why not have the Quicksand deliver some light refreshments, Little Lays Day themed, of course, and aim for a more relaxed experience? I mean, it's hardly a novel concept. One oft orders a meal while taking in a play, or has a flagon in hand while the minstrel strums his lute in the tavern. We would simply encourage the same idea. Naturally, I shall rouse the crowd with song and dance, but this will help define the seneschal side of my stage character. The act is finally coming together. As the seneschal prince, I shall both serve and entertain. Come, there's not a moment to lose. I must first consult with the royal seneschal, and then hurry off to make my request to Mistress Momodi at the Quicksand. But I must also inform Maribel of my costuming decisions. There's no time. Shall I talk to her in your stead? You would do that for me? Oh, thank you, Tiny. I would be most grateful if you could explain the costume concept to Maribel for me. You truly are my savior. I give you my word the show will be a great success. Please do be sure to attend. We're recording. Just making sure I'm still recording because this Nacho. You know, it would be kind of amusing if Silent Ghost and not Templeton and Danny also became part of Nacho, like the same Nacho. Yeah, one of my offline characters is also part of a guild that has the tag Nacho. Honey, darling, how fares our princely seneschal? So the show will feature a healthy dash of hospitality, eh? Sounds fabulous. A singer with a seneschal's pose and a princess style? Yes, darling, I know exactly what this costume needs. Leave it to me. Please let the royal seneschal know that I'll have the outfit ready in time for the performance. Alright. And then we go back. That was a jump scare. All of a sudden, bunny. Oop, wrong. This exit. Oh, the fat kitty. Oh, and boom, 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 boom. That was cute. Okay. So many other people are like, you have to finish. Thank you for lending a hand to young Pacat. It is good to know the issue with his costume has been resolved. As I mentioned, the Seneschal Prince is to be the main new attraction for this year's Little Ladies' Day, and Pacat himself is to give the show's opening address. I cannot imagine how events might have unfolded without your assistance. You will stay and watch his performance, yes? I've been standing for so long my feet have fallen asleep, but at least the show is about to begin. It should be starting any moment now. The first act is the debut performance for a new singer, isn't it? The Seneschal, Prince? What would a Prince of Seneschals be like anyway? I have no idea what to expect. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Little Ladies' Day performance. I am Pacat, the Seneschal Prince, and I shall be your guide to an ephemeral world of wonder. I imagine you are all weary from the wait. Though it be but a trifle, we have taken the liberty of arranging for refreshments, a special festival menu prepared by our friends at the Quicksand. Each infused tea, accompanied by a selection of spring-inspired sweets. We invite you to enjoy these delights while you enjoy the show. That's for us? Thank the gods, I was so thirsty. Oh, that new menu has been on my mind all day. What a lovely gesture. I am overjoyed to see you thus pleased. Should this repast meet with your approval, pray consider a visit to the Quicksand following the show. But with that said, I must ask that you keep all eyes on me. Without your full attention, I am wont to grow jealous. I love this part, it's so funny. Fair princesses, won't you step closer? I promise this shall be a princely performance to remember. Settle in, my dear audience, and enjoy the spectacle of the Seneschal Prince. He not only entertains with song and dance, but also captures the crowd's hearts with warm hospitality. A wonderful display. There's the girls. Not bad, not bad. It seems we have quite a show to follow. And the songbirds will deliver. We'll take that stage by storm and build this excitement to a raging crescendo. Honey, thank you for coming to my performance. It was all so magical. To see such enjoyment upon each face in the crowd was an indescribable feeling. And did you see how they responded to the touches of hospitality? The quicksand server even came over to thank me for how quickly word spread about their festival menu. What a stunning debut by the Seneschal Prince. We've already been swamped with demands to know when you'll be performing next. In fact, I'm thinking of setting up an encore performance while the festival is still ongoing. Is that so? Well then, I shan't disappoint my fans. I wonder if my dear friend was watching me too, from Thal's distant halls. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity. For as long as I had the privilege of standing on that stage, I mean to spend every moment delighting all who attend. I almost forgot. I had Maribel craft you a matching costume. I was not alone up there in front of the crowd. I felt you standing beside me, as you have been every step of the way. Given your part in all this, you are every bit a Seneschal Prince yourself. So please do me the honor of accepting this gift. Ooh, I get to be a little K-pop idol looking person too. Little K-pop star. That's what his outfit reminds me of. It's the least I can offer for your patient assistance. Now I must be off to prepare for my next appearance. I too offer my sincerest gratitude for elevating our celebrations to ever greater heights. The Little Lays Day festivals have only just begun, but I suggest you go and enjoy them while they last. Woo! Yeah! Alright. And I got the achievement, I want to be your pop star. Sweet! Okay. Let's... So busy over here, so let's move out of the way a little bit. A little bird. That's kind of cute. Okay. Here on the steps should be a good enough little area. Actually, can I go sit? I'm gonna go sit down right here. Okay. So I think this is a good place to stop for now. And oh my god, it seems pretty much like I enjoy doing these little events so much because it's like every event is unique, and I like the little story that they've come up with and everything, and it's cute. It's not just the same thing over and over again. And the reason I kind of push myself to do these events with all my characters is FOMO, basically. So that's why. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. That's gonna be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay happy, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.